Right. I absolutely had to come on and talk about this. Don't get used to more than 3 videos a week. I'm not supposed to do videos outside of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it came to my mind. I thought I need to share it. And it's in relation to a video I made a few weeks back, one of my most popular videos that talked about the idea of staking with institutions. Okay. And it was a massive video, the biggest on my channel by far, I think. And I talked about a particular institution called PwC. Now, there have been further developments in this story that you might find interesting, and an enlightening moment literally just had leaving work for lunch. And so that's where I am right now. So to summarize the previous video, I talked about you having a huge amount of XRP and XLM, the dollar value of that in your portfolio, and now you're wondering what to do. My first step was to go to your accountant, talk about taking some out and borrowing against that. That way you can actually use money without being taxed on it. And then the remaining 80% would go and get staked at an institution like PwC or BlackRock. The reason PwC came up was because they had a document released that mentioned crypto staking in it. Because I'm trying to do everyone a solid here and actually figure out what's going on with the actual people involved in these institutions, I called a guy called Hayden. And Hayden is like the guy mentioned at the bottom of that document that talked about crypto staking. His name was at the bottom among all the other representatives from all around the world that should also be contacted if you read that document, right? I called Hayden up and Hayden told me, I have no idea what you're talking about. Where did you find this document? Why is my name on it? Very confusing stuff, right? And so my anticipation was, okay, there's 2 outcomes here. The first thing that could be happening is that this is coming from way higher in the pay grade scale, right? People who are more in the know than him know about this document, they've made this document, and they've just bypassed everyone underneath. That to me, not very likely, because if he was to be involved in something, he would know about it, right? And then the other thought process I had was that he was deliberately left out of the knowledge circle, and that would just be initiated and his name would be put on that moving forward. What he did know was he did know what crypto staking was, right? He was the crypto guy at PwC, so he should know what crypto staking was. He said, and I quote, "We categorically do not offer this service." So this is all very confusing. There's a document by PwC, it's an official document. I sent him the email, he read it, he knows it's from PwC. He knows nothing about it, he's been told nothing about it, and he has no inclination that that's a thing. But we know institutional staking's coming, but I think I might have been wrong about how it's coming. And so I got another message. I've been getting messages from all kinds of people all around the world. Thank you for messaging me. One of them took the steps necessary to actually call their representative in their country. I think they were in Germany, so they called the German representative, and apparently the German representative acted like the caller was crazy. Like, we do not offer that. Where have you got that from? Show me the document. The exact same response that I got. The exact same response. So convincing, in fact, that I actually now believe something else. And it just clicked with me this lunchtime, as I mentioned. And that is that actually, they don't know what's going on. I don't care if they're the head of crypto in their country for that company. They don't know what's going on because the institutions aren't actually doing the staking. The institutions themselves are considerably out of their depth when they're dealing with blockchain. Now, let me clarify this with another point. I also get the question a lot from people saying, why don't the banks just create their own crypto, right? And then take over XRP. Why don't they just do that? Well, it's because they don't have the expertise in-house. It's actually considerably easier to get a partner to do it who has the specialism in that area. And so that's why Ripple's been forming those partnerships over the last many years, integrating themselves into the government, as I said in yesterday's video, where they let go of high-ranking Ripple employees and integrate them into the governmental bodies around the world. Why wouldn't that be the exact same thing that would happen with custody and staking? Why would the likes of BlackRock actually themselves take on the responsibility of the custody? That's because they wouldn't. PwC wouldn't do that. JP Morgan won't do that. BlackRock won't do that. They'll get a partner in to do it, and the partner will deliver with the specialism in custody. The partner will deliver that service. So BlackRock will have a partner. That means the guy at PwC who didn't answer me, who didn't know what was going on, and the one in Germany, they don't know because they're actually not going to handle that. It's not even in their purview. They'll have a partner come in to do that, the entity, to provide the custodianship services, and who knows, maybe they'll have someone else come in, another partner come in to do the staking. And it's my thought process that we'll have PolySign partnering with all the institutions, and PolySign does the custody side of things, and we'll have the likes of PolySign and Flare Network and Ledger all integrating themselves to provide these staking services in a regulated fashion. But it won't be done by the institutions themselves. Of course it won't. Why would they do it themselves? They don't have the expertise in-house. It's way better to get an outside party to come in with the specialism to do that. And considering PolySign was founded by David Schwartz, one of the top technology people at Ripple, he knows that their integration is going to work well. And these larger entities, the World Bank, they all understand Ripple technology really well, and I'm getting into that in future videos. It just seems like the perfect little ecosystem to provide what I've said is going to happen with the staking and custody from big institutions. But the way that that is actually delivered to the user, to me and you, is different than I thought. And I feel silly for kind of thinking that that was going to be from the institutions. Of course not. It's going to be a partner, and that partner is going to be PolySign. There will be other custodianship services that will be accepted across all the different institutions, but PolySign is easily the one set to take over the world in the custodianship side of things. I thought that was interesting. I've probably gone over on my time here, and I don't want to just repeat myself. So with all that said, if you're looking for crypto, there is a place where you can buy crypto with zero trading fees, zero KYC, and zero buy or sell limit, and you can immediately transfer from it. And it's called BitGet. The link is in the description. There's also some bonuses that you can get as well, depending on how much deposit you make. And in the coming days, I actually have a little instructional tutorial document coming out about how you can move your money from BitGet to a cold storage wallet immediately, and the step-by-step process on how to do that. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. Hit like on this video, share this video with every little group that you're part of in the XRP community, or any of the ISO community tokens, the ones that are going to be of real value to these institutions. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to briefly go over a timeline of calendar dates that we need to be looking for XRP. I've just had all the list accumulated from the community, and so it's going to be really useful to have those dates. I'll have those dates, and you'll be able to download that document in the description of my next video. So if you're interested in that, put it on your wall, mark off the dates as we go along. I'm going to call it for this one. Thank you for watching. Stay emotionless, and I'll see you.